Hello and welcome to Secrets Mystery Manor. I'm your host, Psychic Zelda Kelly.
Hello, and welcome everyone. We have a show for you tonight. We're going to do something just so different. We certainly are. I'm so glad you're here with me. Thank you very much. Let me know in the comments, welcome, where you're listening from, where you're watching from, please. I love to have you. So I gotta say, we got a different show. So I think some of you may like this. I'm pretty sure you will. But before we get started, I'd like to pull a card out for everyone who is watching. Now, this is live right now. If you are watching this later on, please put a number 2 in the comments. I sure do appreciate you. So let's draw a card just for everyone. Everyone here, one card, and it's going to set the tone of how we are doing. I hope y'all are having a good week so far. I really do. And a good weekend. And wow, good things are happening. All right, so here we go. Welcome to everyone. And don't forget, let me know in the comments where you are watching from. Okay, here we go. Let me make sure. All right, here we are. Look at this. Now, this is one of my favorite cards. Why? Well, we're going to talk about this just for a minute while people are coming in. Now, this card is the 8 of Cups. Now, if you look closely, it looks like someone is walking away. Well, it doesn't look like that. It's definitely for sure someone is definitely walking away. And it looks like, well, I'm sorry, I'm walking away. No. Nay, nay. No, no. Let's dig a little deeper. You see all these 8 cups lined all together, but what you see is one missing. That cup that's missing represents that's all you can do. You've done everything that you can do. You've had everything available to you. You've done everything that you could possibly do. And now you are moving on to get the 9th cup. So what is the 9th cup? The 9th cup is the yes card, the wish come true, the manifestation card. You get your goal, you get everything. If you're manifestors, if you use the laws of attraction, you're on your way. It's coming. Yay. So that is a wonderful thing. Look forward to your heart's desire coming to you very soon. And especially if you are manifesting, now is the time to really dig deep in and really believe and really affirm that those things are coming to you. And you're hearing something in the background. I know you are. But before I start with our show tonight, first of all, we are in the middle of a huge storm. I've been hearing the sirens go off, and it's one of those storms, the one you put the handbag by the door, you get your pictures out, you get everything ready, put your shoes on, get the candles ready. That's it. That's the kind of storm we're having. But that's okay. So if you see some flashing, that's lightning, and it's going pretty heavy right now. So the energy is there's a lot of energy in the air. This is a good night for what we are about to do. Now, first of all, I want to raise the energy. And if you want to do this with me, you're more than welcome to. I welcome you. Let's raise your energy and my energy before we get started. Ready? So there's no rhyme or reason. We're raising the energy, right? We're raising the energy. So you do not have to pattern yourself after me. I'm sending you good energy And I'm also raising the energy and vibration here. If you want to, if you even feel like it, you can do a little thing to go with it, right? So here we go. We are raising the energy for the room. You're here with me. I'm here with you. Ready? Here we are. Now, if you start feeling your face tingle, your neck tingle, the energy is getting ready to really be raised. So here we are. And usually before I do any EVP work, any paranormal work, I raise the vibration. And that's what we're doing. Raising the vibration. Okay, my dear friends. Thank you. We're there. Let me take a drink real quick. Now, when I'm doing any type of paranormal work, you see, well, I have my ring on here. This is my Jesus ring, but any other rings, any other jewelry, I don't wear. I wear all black. I make sure, because all black is just, it's actually a power thing, but it saves from the negative energy. Besides, I like black, don't you? But we just are raising the energy enough. Boy, I can feel it. I hope you can too. So tonight, we're going to be talking about some friends in the spirit world. And this guy has been going off. Now, I want you to know I'm doing a little experiment. I hope you can see this. It says front on there. Ooh, and I just saw some lightning too. I'm going to get this so you're not seeing so much glare. This is Ghost Radar. Now, you can get this in the Play Store, and you can, you know, and quite frankly, I have a more professional model. But you know, sometimes you're out and about and you just feel like you need to, let me get this, my goodness. There we go. Sometimes when you're out and about and you just, you may run into something. You want to take a quick, I don't carry my equipment with me everywhere because it's very fragile. And I don't want it going off all the time. So sometimes you put this on the phone. Now you see on this app, it's really kind of going to town there. And the little dots on the radar is supposed to be where, and that's the radar surrounding me, and that's the radar that is supposed to be picking up energy. Now, what is an EVP? It's an electronic voice phenomenon. So this is a nominal cost. I think it was $1.99 in the Play Store. You don't know if you're going to get a chatty bot, but I'm going to tell you something. With this one, and I have another one, I've been getting some real, and I mean real, creepy EVPs. And I've been sending them to another para-buddy of mine, and we're comparing notes on some paranormal EVPs that he has been picking up. Now, he's thousands of miles away from me, and we're picking up similar and even same words. In fact, I've got to tell you this. This EVP, this little $1.99 chatty bot, whatever it is, picked up this man's last name. So if you're looking for something and you just want to see what's going on with it, pick this one up. Now I've got another one on here that I think you're going to like. I've got 4 of them tonight that I want to show you, and we'll play around with and see what's going on. I was going to have both of them going at the same time, but that is a lot of energy, and it creates a lot of noise, and I don't want to do that. Hi there, and welcome, welcome, welcome to this week's Secrets Mystery Manor. We're talking about ghost apps and what you can get in the Play Store. Now, you can be a professional and you can be a beginner. I've had several models over the years, and I'll tell you what, sometimes these little bots for $1.99, I call them bot, it's not really, it's an app. These little apps. Now, if you're going to do this, I want to tell you, be cautious. Look, if you go into the Play Store, look at the developer notes. And the reason that I'm saying this is because you can see if they sell your information to third parties. Now, this one does not. I did not get any of those. It says this developer does not sell to third party, which is good. I don't want everything going around and whatever. But this one came with a list. I think it was about 3,000 names or 3,000 words that it came with. So it's been going for a little while. We're not getting a lot of goings on with it. I'm going to switch over to the other app. Just give me a second. I would love to have you see this other one. Now, this one that was Ghost Radar Legacy. This one is, look how that starts out. I mean, it sets you in the mood right away, right? There we go. Now you get white noise with this one. This is, let me check. I want to make sure before I give you information. This is Ghost Hunter. And you can see, I don't know if you can see this or not. It's very bright, but it comes with a list of over 9,100 words. I'm going to turn down the white noise because it is pretty white noisy, right? So this is also one, and this is one that picked up, let me set this up here for you. This is one that also picked up some very important names today. And let's see if we can talk to it. I was talking to it earlier and it started picking up. So if you see, and I'll push it toward there when there's a word, when it comes out, it'll come out right here. And so let's talk to it just for a minute. And I'm sorry, things are wiggling. I had a cat jump around. Okay, there we go. I'm going to turn on that white noise just so you can hear it again. Now, when we get activity, this is measured by UTs, which is a ultrasonic thickness, which they measure metal, they measure all kinds of other things. And you see we're getting some activity here. So anything over 40 UTs, around 50, there we go. Here we go. Oh, did you hear that? That was kind of a growl. Ambition. Yes, we do have a lot of ambition. I think we're about to get another word here. Let's see what we have. Thank you for giving us this word. Who's giving it to us? Can you give us a name, please? Tell us who you are. We'll wait on you, but I'm going to turn down the white noise because I think it can really be a little annoying. There we go. So it looks like we're getting some more activity. So when you see these bars raised, this one is really fun. This one also does not. Oh, we're about ready to get a name or a note or a word. Very, is that right? Very? I think so. Okay. It's backwards for me. It's forward for you. So I think we're going to get a lot of activity. I was getting words just like tickety boom today from this. This one also mentioned the last name of my paranormal buddy is some pretty scary things that it mentioned. So let's ask. Let's ask some questions. Let's do that. So here I am. I'm in a haunted Airbnb. That's truth. So we're going to ask, and you're going to see how I usually ask questions. And we got another word. Bride. Is anybody a bride in there? That's amazing. Okay, so I want to ask some questions. Hello, my name is Zelda. You are on a live podcast with me. I know you can see this. If you are a spirit coming in, tell us your name, please. Can you give us a name? Lots of activity there. And when you see the rays of energy like that, we might be getting a word. Real. I got to tell you this. Before we started, I was just making some reels. And not with this. This is an old phone. It's not even hooked up to a service or anything. I just use it for this. So I plug it in and put it on. Isn't that amazing? I mean, it was turned off before we started. And I was trying to catch up for a little bit and make some reels. Amazing. How about another? And thank you everyone for sending the stars. I just got some stars. Thank you so much. And if you get a chance, if you could please like and share this, it's very helpful for me. I appreciate it. So send it to your friends and let's talk about these EVPs. And then I've got another one that can be, oh, I'm sorry. And it was reflecting. I've got another one that can be a little, you have to have a little bit more nerve to wear it, to use it. Yeah, or wear it. You have to have a little more nerve because I'm going to say I was picking up some very deep voices and very deep growls today. And I'm going to save that one to last. I think we're about ready to get another word. So if you can tell us, is there anything you want to talk to us about? Please come on in. Say hello to us. What word do we have? Nervous. Is that right? Let me look. Oh my goodness. What are you so nervous about? We shouldn't make you nervous. I think we're going to get another word. So it's going to be a little chatty tonight. Oh, wow. Lots of energy there. Here we go. Oh, wow. You're really coming in strong. So you're wanting to make a point. And what is your point? Skip. We can't skip this part. I'm sorry. We can't skip this. Can you give us your name? You know my name. I know you do. Can you give us your name, please? Can you give us a name, please? So while we're waiting for whatever to come out of this, I'm going to talk to you about, oh, here we are. New. It's a new post. It's new. That's very interesting. So you've seen two on this one. Now that is the phone. It's not on the service. It's not even on Wi-Fi. I don't even have it on Wi-Fi. So, you know, if you have an older phone laying around and you want to be entertained, because sometimes you just don't know. I mean, some of these words we can't pick up, and in this, it will say double words. And again, let me turn on the white noise. Let me turn on the white noise so you can hear it. But that seems to bother my kitty. Oh, I think we got a growl. And that is shallow. Maybe that is shallow to show all this. My apologies if you feel that way. Okay, so while that is still doing its thing, this other app, now I do have it on my personal phone. And because I don't carry this one with me, I might start, because this is really, and I've got it plugged in so we make sure that we're not using the juice. But I got to tell you this other one, and I'm going to turn it on in a minute. Sounds like we're getting ready to have another word come up. Thank you so much. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're talking about EVP, electronic voice phenomenon apps that you can get in either the iOS or the Android or the Google Play Store. One, I think one was $1.99, another one was $5.99, and that was it. But this other one, I'm getting ready to show you. We're going to have one more word come out of this. But this other one that I'm going to show you, it has a subscription service for $2.99 a month. And for me, because I use these, it's worth it. Over the last couple of 3 days, between these apps, I really have been getting a lot of information. One of the biggest things is from this other one, not this one. Now, this one will growl a little bit or whatever, but you'll hear this other one, and it's kind of creepy. So I'm just going to tell you, if this sort of thing creeps you out a bit, when I bring this other app on, you may want to mute, because it will growl. There will be all kinds of different voices coming in, and I think it's a little bit more for people who have a little bit more experience. These are good for people who want to have, you want to be entertained, or you want to even look into doing this sort of thing or whatever. And I would suggest saying a prayer before, and definitely a prayer after. Just make sure you're protected. I mean, praying, why? Oh, my goodness, we pray anyway. We pray all the time. So I think this fellow has calmed down enough, and we're going to put this other one on. Okay, so we're going to say goodbye to him. And watch, look. Oh, he doesn't want me. You don't want to say goodbye yet? Maybe I'm shallow for doing that, right? What word do you have for us tonight? So remember, if you just tuned in, if you're looking at these in the App Store, just remember to look in the developer notes and make sure that they do not share your information, or the developer does not share your information with third parties. That I just don't like that sort of thing. And you don't want your private information shared with third party apps. So just as a precaution, hello and welcome to all of you who are coming in, who are just joining us. We are looking over, we're talking to spirits, entities. We're talking, I don't really like the word ghost hunter. I got to tell you that. I think more or less they hunt us. and truthfully, in order to get us messages or something like that, I do like paranormal researcher. I do like just the idea of it's just so interesting. So, okay, buddy, I think we're going to give you a little rest, and you're going to say goodbye because you're very chirpy. And oh, mirror. No, we're not going to be looking in the mirror, and we're not going to put any mirrors up now. Okay, and thank you, and good night to you, Mr. Mirror. Now, one thing I do want to show you on here this right here, if you have a screen, oh, be well. Yes, and you be well too. Well, I don't know. Okay, yes, we are well. But you can take a picture right here. It keeps track of all your words. And you can actually look over here. One of them is settings, and the other one, if you click it, and I'm not going to do that because I don't want to share my words and have names come out. But it's very interesting. There's some settings. You can make it look like a classic setting, whatever the case may be. So we're going to say goodbye to this fellow right now, and goodbye to both of you. So we started out with this one. Remember, it was the Ghost Hunter Legacy, and that is the radar. Yes, radar. And now that is the classic screen. I am going to change it for you because it has all these looking really cool things going on. Now this is the new one. I'm sorry, you can't really even see it. Okay, so there we go. And here you can turn the radar on, or you can have the Vox on. And there we go. The radar. I like the radar. Now that shows you energy, supposedly. And they do use the magnetic part of your phone or your device to make sure that they synchronize correctly. So just showing you that. And it has some settings down here as well. There's a dial where you can set it on low, medium, high, or advanced. So we're going to say goodbye to this. Now, I'm getting ready to put on goodbye. I'm getting ready to put this other on. I'm going to shut this down so we are not disturbed by that. Now, for those of you who get a little bothered by growls and deep voices and a lot of these other things, this is the time to mute. So just as a word of warning, viewer discretion is advised if that bothers you. Okay, so I have, now here's one that is, I don't really like it. It is called the Ultimate Ghost Detector. And it's a little on the cheesy side, and but it does record things. I do like that to a certain degree. It's 99 cents. I just wanted to review it, and I've not really had a lot of good things or good luck with it, but it's kind of a fun little whatever. Okay, so that's one. Hello and welcome. Welcome to everyone coming in. Okay, so we're going to get rid of him. Now this is the one that will growl, and this is called Ghost Tube, and it is by Vox. And I'm going to turn my phone up so you can hear. And I did turn my notifications off so we're not bothered. And you're going to hear some words come out. So let me get this on here so you can see.
Yeah, I would say.
See, that was not me. That was not me. Here we go. Hello. Hello. How are you? Go. Now this one does have a lot of settings. You can go over here and you can actually turn on a camera. So if you're out and doing these things, you do have a record button. You can hit the record button. Now it's recording.
You've got it.
Hello and welcome. My name is Zelda. You are actually on a live podcast. So just said to calm down. What is your name? Can you tell me a name? There's white noise going right now, so.
You will.
I didn't understand a name. Did you give me a name?
Fred.
Fred? Oh, we got a little growl. Did you hear that? No need to be testy now. Fred, is that your name? That came from a woman's voice. Hope you all can hear this. It's pretty interesting. Hello and oh, you're welcome. Great. Thank you. Thank you. What would you like to tell us? Is there anything you'd like to tell us?
Is enough.
Is enough? Not yet. We're going to go on a little more. It's not enough yet. We're going to go on a little more. Can you tell us your names? I'm getting different voices in here. That's pretty interesting. You're actually on a live podcast with me. Thank you for being here. Do you have something that you'd like to say? Where are you? Someone asked me if I'm scared. No, darling, I'm not. I've done this for years. This is all a part of paranormal research. And, you know, sometimes you don't know. Sometimes, thank you. Just here, thank you. We don't know. I don't know if they say hunter or enter. I'll make this quick because I want you to hear this. Sometimes we just don't know if we're picking up on a radio signal. Could be. Sometimes, now this is the one that has the subscription monthly, $2.99. Joseph. Now I've gotten Joseph a couple of times today. Interesting. I hear many voices. Georgia says, yes, there are many in here. And I think this is a better quality than the other two that I showed you. The other two were kind of like, oh, okay. Sometimes while I'm working, I just let it run in the background and you can see what words come up and so forth. This one does not. Now, Ghost Tube makes 3 apps. One is an SLS, which is, if you ever seen some of the ghost shows, and I'm sorry, my kitties are, this energy, they get a little rambunctious. So they're kind of rambunctious right now. But the SLS are the ones that, I didn't hear you. I'm sorry, I'm talking over you. But they're the ones that look like the little stick figures. This one has a camera. Now this one I will take out with me when I go to an investigation. For sure. Because we just don't know. Does someone need anything? Do you need prayer? We can pray for you. And I'm going to tell you something. If you ever ask if something comes through, if they need prayer, you're going to get one of 2 things. You're going to get, oh, and lightning just came down hard. Well, you're going to get one of 2 things if you ask for prayer. They're either going to be upset and cuss you out. And yes, they do cuss. And yes, I have been cussed out and whoo, oh, nasty. Or they'll say, yes, pray. And if they say yes, pray, because nothing bad asks you. And this fellow right here, is Paranormal Petey. Have you been cussed out, Georgia? By something like this? Do you use this? This little fellow here, he is Paranormal Petey. And when this kind of thing is going on, I call him Paranormal Petey. I call him Paranormal Petey because he's a little, see, kitties, animals pick up on this. My kitties have been trained from the day they were born that this is the lifestyle that mommy leads. This is it. And sometimes they get a little upset. He is sitting here and they feel like they are Ghost Hub. Yeah. That's a good one. I wanted to show this one today. I've been wanting to get Ghost Hub. Is that what you're talking about? That's another app. Ghost Hub is good. But anyway, little Paranormal PD will come close to me because it's a protection thing for them. My other little girl passed away. I'm hearing whispering. Paul? Is that what you said, Paul? My other little girl passed away last September 17th. She was my little paranormal girl. She was, just a minute, I'm hearing noises back here. Is anyone there? Hello? It's the attraction. Okay, so anyway, she passed away. She was blind in one eye, and it really heightened her senses. And anytime anything would come around, if I would use ghost apps or anything, she would come and lay right here around my neck. And it's a protection thing. She was the brave girl, and no bigger than a minute, she would ride on the vacuum cleaner. She was not bothered. And she knew when anything was around. My little Paranormal PD, he is really looking in that direction. I heard something going on. I thought I heard my laundry room door open, and there's nobody there. I'll see you after this, after we complete here. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn off the recording. There we go. And I'm going to show you the other app. Thank you very much. So you got an idea of what they are. So there we go. So now this is Ghost Tube. Now it calibrates, and you can see the words. It's listening for activity. You see there's got a magnetic radar in it. We're going to put this up here just for a minute. Georgia, do you like Ghost Hub Dark? Oh, shoot. Here we are. Okay. I pressed something that I shouldn't have. Georgia, do you like Ghost Hub, honey? Is that what you use? I've heard of it before, but I haven't tried it. So this one, it's listening. It's not as vocal. There's not the white noise. It's not as theatrical. You just see that there is a graphic bar. You see that it's an antenna, and you can see that it is listening. Now, when a name or a word comes up, hello, and welcome. Come on in. We are looking at paranormal EVP apps, ghost apps. We're getting some good things here. Hello, welcome. Thank you all for being here. I've tried it. Georgia says, let me see here. Now, Georgia is talking about Ghost Hub. I've heard about that before, and I've heard it's good, but it's the same thing. I cannot tell you about the accuracy of this. But thank you, Georgia, for letting us all know. The only thing that I've got to say is I've been talking about a paranormal situationship with another paranormal person. thousands of miles away. I don't, when I'm having serious conversations, I don't leave these
Cupboard.
apps on. Oh, let me see what this said. I didn't hear. Cupboard. Okay. You know what, my darlings? Remember I thought I heard the door? Let me see. Let me see. I'm going to go check it right now. I'm going to be back. Hello? Hello? Is anyone here? Okay. My loves. There was a cupboard door that was open in my kitchen. I live in a haunted Airbnb, and no joke. And we'll talk about that again one of these days. But that's amazing. I was just saying, I don't know how accurate it is, and it tells me the cupboard. And it was the cupboard door above where I keep kind of little pantry items like chippy things and extra sugar and whatever. Okay. I'm not scared. Been through this. I've heard voices, but this one isn't as active. I think I like the other one better because of the activity level. This comes up with some pretty accurate things, but you know, it's like anything. I think they need to be calibrated many times, just like with this old phone. And if you're just turning in, oh, darling Lila, don't be scared. Honey, I've been doing this. I won't tell you how old I am, but I didn't go to kindergarten with God, but I'm somewhere in between there. And I will tell you, I used to be scared. And the other day, when I turned this on, this one, not the other one, not this particular app, but the other one on this phone, and I got growled at and I got cussed at. It kind of made the hair on my neck go up a little bit, because that means that something ain't so good that's around. But this one, oh, did you hear that? It's calibrating. I thought that was my phone going, and my phone shouldn't be going. But, oh, that's so weird. I've never heard that. And it was turning red. Wow. So
Disgusting.
Disgusting. That was loud. It's disgusting, huh? Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. This one, my darling friends, I'm going to move this away for a second. I'll peek out from under it. You know me. I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, Georgia. Disgusting. That's right. You know, I'm just so glad that you're here with me, because, you know, you have all the, and then there's Zelda who comes up with whatever to show you and have you here with me. And I'm so happy that you are. So thank you. Thank you. I've never seen that. I don't know if you heard that or not. It was like a phone, like an old-fashioned phone that was off the hook. It was calibrating. So it's so weird, because I was talking about calibrating, and then this one starts to calibrate. There we go again. Okay, I see now. Hello. So I can't put my hand up there. Well, that's a new one. Okay, that was my fault. And it's disgusting. That's right, whoever wanted to say that. On this one, the other two, well, thank you, Jessica. I love you. Thank you so much. I'm just real. You don't see anything. And I'm going to tell you, my friends, you stick around, and because we're going to start really doing some very interesting things, very interesting projects. If you like the paranormal, we're going to start doing a lot of that. There's going to be more scary stories, more card readings. You know, I'm just going to be honest with you folks. Before I do, I want to tell you this. Hello. Calibrating. When you, most times, because, oh, I'm sorry, I did it again. Goodness. I do too, Jessica.
Seller.
Seller. Okay. This is a phone that is not hooked up to service. It's not even hooked up to the internet. I use it to put ghost apps on it. I turn it on, they go, and just whatever. And when you want to calibrate, other than this guy, you shake your phone. You shake it. The calibration is based on UTs, which is ultrasound thickness. If you have, yes, selling what, right, Jessica? If, say for instance, if I have investigated old Navy ships, I have investigated things where the walls are very thick or metal. Ceremony. Okay. We'd love to have one. So the idea of that is to measure the thickness so you can debunk things. And yes, you want to debunk. That's part of the job of a paranormal researcher, is making sure that you're debunking, making sure that nothing is interfering, especially like a lot of electronics, a lot of different, you know, even being near a water source, a heat and air source, especially an electrical source, like an electric box in a house or whatever, or if there's thick metal walls. Now, you measure, I think the earth is 40 UTs. I think that's how it is measured. Frequency, I think, is an 8 hertz, but I think UTs are 40. If you get above a 50 to 60 and above on a UT, that means you're getting activity. We can celebrate. Jessica says we can celebrate on Monday because it's a full moon. There you go. Thank you, Jessica. Now, Jessica wants to know, are those ghosts there friendly or not? You don't really have a way of knowing unless you start getting cussed out, or there's bad words, or you start hearing a bunch of growls, or you start hearing a bunch of weird stuff, or any of those things. I mean, and if you talk about prayer, you talk about God, the Holy Son, you talk about those things, and it starts cussing, no, it's not friendly. Most time I offer to pray, and you can pretty much judge that. And sometimes you'll see where something comes back and says, pray. And if they ask for prayer, because a bad ghost and a demon will not ask for prayer. Growling, yes, Jessica, I get the growling. I don't know if you were here. I don't think you were. Maybe you were on this. I had another app up. We heard a little snarl. But earlier today, I heard it was a deep voice, and it was a growl, my friends. That thing growled. It kind of like took me back for a second. But I usually just say, hey, cut that out. You're not, that's not welcome. You're not doing that here. And you got to be in control of a lot of things that are going on. Otherwise, it will just spin. So that's
ceremony.
Ceremony. Didn't we just have that? Can you say something else? Run. That's right, Jessica. There we go. Jessica's got a good idea. Run. Well, since I just had the cabinet door open, the kitties heard this. I don't know if you heard that noise, but there was a cabinet door open. I call it a cabinet. This called it a cupboard. She said it twice, ceremony. Yes. So should I switch back to the other one where we're hearing multiple voices and see if we can get anything coming from that? Should we do that? Maybe. Yeah. Let's see if we can do that. All right, here we go. I'm going to switch her over. So if you get a little bothered, I'm sorry. Okay, Georgia says yes. What app is this, Zelda? Okay, this is called, you can get it on the Android.
It's disgusting.
Disgusting. Yeah, we heard
One at a time.
one at a time. I'm trying to put that on there. Hello. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to come to your question just for a minute. I'm going to turn that on. I'm not going to record anything because I don't really need to, I don't think. Georgia likes this. We're going to put this on for Georgia. Thanks. Again, disgusting. Okay, Lila, I have a story for you. Fresh fruit? I don't have any today. You're welcome, my darling Georgia. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Okay, Lila, I have this deck of cards. Right. I'm going to try to make it so I'm not
Are you familiar with?
Am I you're familiar with? See, this is the only thing. I don't know, because I live in a condo complex. Could I be picking up, but most people aren't home tonight. Could I be picking up some radioactivity? Could I be picking up, well, they don't have to be. I could be anywhere here, very, very close. You know, so that you have to keep an open mind and not think, oh my God, everything is a ghost and there's a demon around there's a demon around every corner. No. Oh, did you hear that deep growl? Okay, so I'm going to hurry. You know what? If nothing.
Safe route?
The safe route?
Still get
Yeah, this is my favorite one.
Thence trouble.
Thence trouble.
To help.
To hell. Whoa. You need to calm down there, buddy. You need to calm down. Uh-huh. Yeah, you need to calm down.
Hold that wife.
Hold that wife.
Big.
There you go. Did you hear that music? That's the first time I've heard that on here. A little guitar. And saying, here you go. A deep voice growling. Yeah, you better knock that off, buddy. Yeah, get this one. Did that just say Zell? Because a lot of people call me Zell. Man. I don't know about you, but I love this one. Anyway, this one here, I cleanse very often, Jessica. I have to. being in this condo where I am and doing what I'm doing and constantly reading cards for people that literally, yeah, that I don't know.
Reason to smoke.
Yeah. Yeah, you and for those of you too, we'll say a prayer after this.
Button.
Button. Can you give us a name? Do you know my name? Keep hearing noise back there. Okay, my dear Lila.
But if you don't.
But if you don't. All right. My dear Lila, this deck of cards. I need to turn you down or off for a second. Let's do this. Thank you. All right. I want to tell a story, and I can't do that with all these other ghosts wanting to chime in. Hey, and before we leave tonight, we're going to say a prayer. So that way, no one, and if you want to sprinkle a little salt, if you want to burn a little sage, all that, it'll be up to you. We raise the energy, and I don't know if you missed it or not, but I love it. We raise energy here. We do this, and it helps us. All right. This deck, my darling, that I call the Old Boy, and it is an old deck. I was reading cards, and I remember, yes, Jessica, I was reading cards, and I remember the last person that I read for. Now, I do not, I'm hearing fireworks. So if you hear popping going on, I know it's for our 4th. Okay. So it's not ghost. All right. So I remember the person that I read for. When I'm done reading for the day, I wrap my cards and I put them all in a box. They all have their little spot. I don't carry them around the house. I don't carry my deck of cards. Well, I mean, this deck of cards has been nowhere but in this space that I use right here. And that's been for 5 years that I moved here. This deck of cards is what I was reading with. I put the cards down. I walked out of the room. I came back, and there was a friend of ours that was staying with us from Australia for just a little while. And she was here in her room. My son was in his room, and I was out here working. And lo and behold, I picked up my deck and it felt different. And I thought, what is going on? What is going on? And I thought, something's wrong. So I start counting the cards. 78 cards, and it started coming up 77. And I thought, how did that happen? My cats weren't up there. They were just on the table. How did that happen? I'm not kidding. For days, I tore this place apart. That girl that was staying here helped me lift up my sofa in the living room. I had a pendulum, and the pendulum kept going to the box. And I would empty the box out, and I would go through all the cards because I have many decks of cards. And I kept thinking, well, I'm certain, surely to God, I didn't take out this one specific card, which happened to be the Magician card, the manifestation card. And we searched this place literally up and down. Seriously. I would come back out every day. I'd say, okay, now you're messing with me. It needs to be back. So a year ago, June 15th, that girl goes back to Australia. It probably is a glitch in the matrix. That girl went back to Australia. I just didn't even think a thing about it. I just put the cards away because I figured, well, It'll appear one day, and those things happen usually to me because things will just kind of like disappear. They'll go missing, and then all of a sudden they'll be right out in front of me, like right there they are. So it was not too long ago. It's been since the first of the year. I thought, I miss my cards. I'm going to get them out. And I want you to know something. That magician card fell to the floor, out of the deck. Boom. Now that's what gets me more than anything. Seriously, that's what gets to me more. Things do go missing here. Yes, they do. Things go missing. And I'll find them again, or whatever the case may be, so things do go missing, and just got to wait till they come back. That's the way it is. So I love my old boy cards, though, and I watch them very, very carefully. But you just never know. Here's another one, my darling. When I wear little earrings, I'm getting to the, hello, I was back in the 80s. I had my hair short, and I would wear the biggest earrings that would not pull my ears down, that I could get my little hands on. Well, now things have changed, and I wear wee little pearl earrings. Hi, James. Come on in. Welcome, and welcome to all of you who are listening. I wear these little pearl earrings. One night, and this has been months, I think it was last year, I lost one of the pearl earrings because I would take them out at night, put them in my glasses case along with my glasses. Well, this one night, it just disappeared. About 5 weeks ago, I'm running the vacuum in the bedroom. Now, I'm going to tell you something, Jessica. I ran the vacuum. I ran everything. I cleaned my house. I cleaned the bathroom, the bedroom. I walk in there, and in the middle of the bedroom floor, where I go from the end of the bed up to the dresser, the nightstand, I see this little shiny thing on the floor, and there's my pearl earring. I find feathers. I'm allergic, so I'm even allergic to cats of all things. Hello. So I don't have feathery stuff. So sometimes it can be ghosts. I think sometimes it could be angels. So whatever guides, whatever the case may be. But this stuff, like opening cupboard doors, and I see, things. There was some stuff that happened here in this Airbnb before we got here. I'll tell you this story again one day. Okay, let's go. Here we go. Let's see. Hello, we're back. What would you like to tell us? Now this one has a camera, so I can turn the camera on and actually it has a flashlight on it. I mean, it uses the phone flashlight, so all you have to do is hit one of these little buttons. It has all kinds of things. It actually even has foreign languages. Now, I'm one of these people that tell me about it. I'm one of these people that I believe that if you're dealing with people from a foreign land, why would they speak to you in English? They probably were going to speak to you in another language. Okay. And that's why Houdini, I know most of you know who Houdini is, did not like psychic mediums, and he thought they're all fake because they all said they were getting messages from his mother, and his mother only spoke a foreign language. And they would give him these big messages in English. Probably were fake. A lot are. I hate to say.
Well, because of
Because of. I want to know your name. Okay. I want to know your name. What can you tell me about your name? And
this is
oh, Lyra, you're a baby, my darling. You're just little. She says she was born in 1984. Aww. I was ghost hunting in 84, my darling.
really.
Really? That's yes, really. Yes. Okay, so tell us your name. What can you tell us? Okay. Why are you here? Why are you here, darling? Hello? Do you have tons of spirits or just a few that are, but they are active? Hi, Dawn. I don't think I have tons. I think there's probably not more than 3. One is a little child. And there, I was on a podcast last November, and you could hear the child talking over me in the podcast. And I was a guest, and the guy it was his podcast, kept saying, "Do you have a little kid there?" And I was not hearing it. I didn't hear it on my end. In fact, I had my Bluetooth in so I could hear him on the stream. And that has happened to me before, some time ago, on a Facebook Live. In fact, I will tell you this. You don't want to? I don't know. I don't think this is. I don't
consider.
Something consider. I don't know. Okay. Okay, so that little girl came across a Facebook Live. Help. 2 or 3. Help. Wait a minute. Help. Do you need help? Do you need prayer? If you want us to pray for you, just ask me. We'll pray for you. Okay, so then a Facebook Live a long time ago that I was doing, and it was just on my one channel. I was talking, reading cards and everything else. And the next day I got a Facebook violation. Like, what did I do? I didn't say anything. I didn't do anything. And as you know, you see me, even in my reels, I don't play music unless I generate it myself. Or a 528 hertz. Okay, sorry. Or 528 hertz or something like that. My cat, Paranormal PD, is just having a heyday. So Facebook took my live down because there was music playing. And I heard, yes, what? I heard the music, and it wasn't, I mean, I don't think it was copyrighted. I don't know where it even came from. And it was like it was like in the background. It wasn't like, something we could sing to. It was going in the background. And they took me down in a heartbeat. Things like that happen. But this little girl, she talked almost the whole way through that podcast. The first thing she said in the first 5 minutes was, hello. It was just this little voice too. Hello. And then toward the end, she was saying goodbye to everybody. The guy that ran the podcast, he said, this is so bizarre. I said, I'm not hearing it. I never do. The one time that I had a Facebook Live, people in the chat kept saying, oh my gosh, who is that asking for help? And it was a little voice that kept saying, mommy, help, mommy. And it was just coming over just as clear as day. I'll have to post those so you all can hear them. We're going to go a little bit longer, and then we're going to have a prayer, say goodnight, and I'm going to eat Alfredo. Can you tell me a name? You didn't tell me if you needed help or prayer. I don't know what he said. What is your name? Do you know my name? Lots of white noise. Beware. Why? You're not going to be, oops, that was me. That's me. That's me. You won't be doing anything. Hello? All right, so we're going to say good night to all those who are coming through. And there we go. And those, my darlings, are the ghosts. And this one, like I said, it's got a camera, ghost tube. This has got a camera. You see this? You can use a camera with it. Like, there I am. Hello. I don't know why it would have a camera looking at me, though. I would hope that it would have one looking out, but I don't know. It's got all kinds of really great settings. It's Ghost Box. And if you like that one, you can get a subscription for all three for $32 for a year. And it has an SLS, and it has the original ghost tube, and it has this one with the white noise. I prefer this one because you get multiple. But I mean, like I said, test it. You don't know. I mean, I don't even know. Good night now. I don't even know if these are chatty bots. I don't know if, I just don't know. So if you're interested in this sort of thing, there you go. I'm going to, as my friend over here, George, has said, I'm going to see if I can find Ghost Hub. I haven't seen it, but I'm gonna look for it and see if I can find it, and then we can go from there. So let me see what new comments we have. My next live for card readings is not going to be next week, but it'll be the week after. So two more weeks. Next week is going to be more storytelling. We're going to be talking about different things that happen. And then I will be reading cards a little bit after that one. I will be reading, but my next live with all card readings will be the week after that. So if you want to come in for card readings, you're more than welcome to do that. So for everyone who is listening, who everyone is out there, we're going to just say a prayer of protection. Holy Father in heaven, we ask that you protect each and every one. Shower your mercy, your grace. Shower us with your protective light. We ask for your guidance and your direction. We know that you protect us. You're forming that hedge of protection around each and every one of us. We thank you, Father, for what you give us. We are grateful for this day and for another day tomorrow. We thank you for everything you provide, and we are grateful that you are our great protector. In Jesus' holy, precious name, amen. Okay, so there we go. Let me see. I want more horror or scary stories. I got a lot of them. So they're coming, my dear. And we're going to be doing more as time goes on. Like I said, this summer, quite frankly, I came down here on a purpose from another state. And we stayed in this Airbnb. And then that stuff hit. I don't even want to say it. That stuff hit worldwide, and we got stuck here. And we just decided to stay. Can always need a prayer. Love and light. Good night. Thank you so much, Lynn. And so I'm planning on moving again, but I'm going to take you with me. We're going to be doing a lot. We're going to go to visit some places. So you're going to be seeing more EVPs. I've got a big project that I'm working on and praying that it comes into fruition. But as the time goes on for the rest of the year, I'm going to try to make this as eventful as possible. So I know that you can all be here, and we're going to be reading more cards as well. So please do me a favor, like, share, please join me, follow me. I appreciate you so much. And I thank you for allowing me to come into your home and share all of this with you. I know you all like this kind of thing. And I just, I appreciate you. Our time always goes so fast when we are together. And I just tell you, I just hope and wish all the energy and love and light, and for you to all have a wonderful week. And especially for you who are celebrating in Canada Day, and in the US, be safe, okay? Be safe. It's the 4th of July, Independence Day weekend, and everybody's going to make it a longer weekend because it's not until Tuesday. But, you know, we're all celebrating. They've got stuff going on outside. So anyway, I appreciate you all for watching my videos, for watching my reels, just like one of those said. And I'm so glad you're here with me. So thank you so much. And I bid you peace, and I will see you again next time. Bye, everybody.